Hi everyone and welcome back. In this video I will show you an interesting experiment. I will combine data with the Orion Nebula captured with the Dwarf 2 and Dwarf 3 telescope. Lately I've noticed this question in Dwarf 2 and Dwarf 3 smart telescope groups. People were curious to see if you can combine the data that you capture with the Dwarf 2. Let's say you already have a Dwarf 2 and you captured a lot of data with this telescope, and to see if you can successfully combine with the new Dwarf 3. If, let's say, I'm a Dwarf 2 user and I want to upgrade, maybe I want to know if I can combine this data that I've already captured. This is the first question. I think it's an important question. Even if the first time I checked it, I was not looking so optimistic at this experiment, because we have different sensors, different pixel sizes and different focal length. However, this is an important question. If you can successfully combine the data, I think this is a big plus and a big win for Dwarf 2 users that will also buy a Dwarf 3 smart telescope. So this is the first question I will answer in this video. And the second question is, can you use these two telescopes together, capture data and get a better final image by combining the data that you gathered with two telescopes instead of only Dwarf 3? So let's begin and I'll show you the test and answer the questions. Holding two telescopes like this, they're not too heavy, but can get you tired, especially at this hour at night. Okay, so let's place them here. And let's begin the test. I have here also the phone if you have any questions. I started this as a live stream. I don't understand what you mean at what level, but let me give you some details about these plans. This is basically a short stack, but we'll go show you the data. So here is the data. We have Dwarf 2 files and Dwarf 3 files. And here is the data mixed. I captured this data in the same night, I believe in 31 August 2024. So would be like 2 weeks ago before the moment of this video. And I did use the same settings, 15 seconds with the Dwarf 2 and the Dwarf 3, also same gain, 60 gain. So in this video we'll compare the same with the data with the same gain. I'm not sure if it will work with other gain, might work. If not, you can still combine the different stacked images. Okay, so let me show you a little bit the data. You won't see too much difference in single exposures of 15 seconds. So here are with Dwarf 2 and Dwarf 3. You may notice Dwarf 3 has also bloated stars. They are larger, and also a little bit on the quality. We can see here Dwarf 2 and Dwarf 3. It's a little bit of difference also in the quality. So these are uncalibrated. No DACs were used. Just the single fits images from the telescopes that I've downloaded. Now let's see another example here that I've noticed also. Let's see this one. This is Dwarf 2, you see, and Dwarf 3. Dwarf 3 has also better tracking, and I've noticed in many exposures of the Dwarf 2 there were some trails. Now let's see how good it will track. We'll close this. And okay, sorry, I forgot the camera. I need to change the camera. I'll show you again. Yeah, you cannot see if I'm big on the screen. So big. Okay, let me find the one that is more suitable. Okay, and repeat fast. Okay, so I will repeat fast here. Sorry about that. I started with the intro. I was large on the screen, but yeah, we can see now better the combine data here in fits. 15 seconds, each image gains 60, captured at the same time, both with Dwarf 2 and Dwarf 3. And we'll be able to see in this video also how the stacks will look Dwarf 2 versus Dwarf 3, how big is the difference in quality between them, and also to see if the combined data of the two, it will be better than the single stacked image, lower integration with the Dwarf 3 Smart Telescope. Okay, so looking here, again, you will notice here that, look, Dwarf 2 image, trails, and let's check the Dwarf 3, less trails and better signal. As I mentioned before, it's not a so big difference here in the single images, like not so noticeable difference. However, when we will stack it and process it, we will see a larger difference in image quality and sharpness. So let's begin. We'll close here the file, and let's see first if we can stack all the data and if we can also use dark frames. I already done this experiment, and the dark frames, I used those 3 dark frames, and the stacking failed with the script in serial. So in this test, we'll use both dark frames, also from the Dwarf 2 and Dwarf 3, and see if it will work. So we have here mixed, but here we'll take all these images and copy them in the lights folder in serial. No flats lights here. You see, I've already copied them here, but they're only a part from the last test. And we copy all 80 images. There are 10 minutes integration with the Dwarf 2, 10 minutes integration with Dwarf 3. So combining this data, we'll have 20 minutes integration. We'll go back in serial, and we'll use the script and select OSC pre-processing without flat. Oh, wait, the darks. So let's try and combine also with the darks. Here we have some darks I didn't have time to capture at that night with the Dwarf 2, but there we have 3 darks, exposure 15 gain 60. We'll place them in the dark folder. That we already have the darks from the Dwarf 3. Okay, so now we have also the darks, and let's see. Go script. OSC pre-processing without flat. Here we'll stack the lights and dark frames. We click on it. Run script. Execution failed. I will also delete here process, not to have any interference, but yeah, I think this was deleted before. But we'll do it again just to be sure. Execution failed. So this was the same when I used the dark frames from Dwarf 3. Now let's go here, darks, and delete the darks from the Dwarf 3 and try again. Failed. Okay. So if you want also to calibrate the files, you'll have to stack each one different, use the calibrated frames and stack them together. So this is one way to do it in serial. You can also use Deep Sky Stacker and stack on groups using groups, and also different groups for the dark frames maybe. I think yes, maybe in Deep Sky Stacker you can do it directly without having to do 2 stacks. But now in this video we'll show you the results I got in serial. And we'll go back, delete everything here, no more darks. Dark frames, yeah. Sometimes it can be heard like ducks because of my accent. Okay, and we'll go back, script, and let's combine. OSC pre-processing without flat, run script. And now serial will stack all the data together from the Dwarf 2 and Dwarf 3 Smart Telescope. So I'm looking at the data. I've noticed some of the hot pixels will be removed, but not all. so they will not be perfectly calibrated. Okay. Failed. Oh, no. It worked. It failed again. Okay, let me check. It worked before the... Maybe I need to delete this. Yeah, and try again. Let's check lights again. Now should work. Okay, we have here the lights. 80 images. So now it should work. Okay, script without flat. Run script. What? No files were found for conversion. Maybe I need to do this again. I'll close and open serial. Funny, this happens when I'm doing the live stream. It worked perfectly, no errors before. So I'm not sure what happened. Let's check process again. This is empty. Lights, we have here the images. Okay. And script, OSC preprocessing without flat. Run script. Okay, convert dark frames to requires convert dark frames to fit files, but okay, let me remove the darks. Maybe I have to remove the darks from here. Yeah. Now I removed it. Normally should work this. So let me check here. We'll place this back, this data back. Okay. We remove any, we'll delete this too. Okay, so we have here the lights. Okay, and try again. If not, we'll go with the normal, without DBF. So let's run the script again. Failed. Let me just place some darks again there. Maybe it will help. I've just, like 1 hour before, I've just stacked everything in serial and worked perfectly. So I'm not sure what happened. Darks. Okay, so we'll go back. Darks. And we have the lights here. We'll go serial. I updated it to the new version, that's true, but everything worked perfectly. Okay, and it works. I'm not sure what happened. Okay, it didn't work. Couldn't work in the case serial. Must have the same dimension. Okay, it is serial. See, it is serial. I don't know what happened. Let's try again. Okay, I'm annoyed. So we'll just go. Oh, wait. So without flat, we'll use also darks. I remembered. So it didn't work with the darks, and I went with without DBF, I believe. So let's try this. I think I probably work. Yeah, because the darks didn't work. Okay, and it's working. Yeah, it's very hard at 5:40 to remember everything. I slept like 3 to 4 hours, woke up, checked the groups a little bit, and saw that question, if they can work, and I experimented. So yeah, I believe I've used the DBF setting. It would have been really bad not to be able to repeat the test after I've just tested and to show the results, but I'm glad that I can do it. Okay. Good. So let's check the result. So this is the mixed one. I've already stacked the rest, but we'll stack them again just to show you the stacks. Okay, this is the result and should be this one, but without the color correction. Okay, good. And let's get it in serial. We'll use here the auto stretch. And this is how it looks at the moment here in serial. We'll need to use here color calibration to remove this color tint. Photometric, select here M42. It will find it and press OK. Data will leave the focal length and pixel size of the Dwarf 3. Press OK. Close. And here is the image color calibrated. We have 20 minutes integration here, 10 minutes from the Dwarf 2 and 10 minutes from the Dwarf 3. Okay, so yeah, let's remember this. Here as scripts, usually I'm doing everything with having darks and flats, and I'm with my other equipment, and I'm just using OSC pre-processing. And sometimes I get confused with this if I don't use them often. So without flat, we'll stack darks and lights, but no flats. However, if the darks aren't good, it will not stack. So best to go, then you need to go without DBF. Without, it will stack only the light frames. Okay, so we finish that. Now we'll take here all these results for the moment that I've already got, right? Place them in a folder. I already have here the folder. Stacking, this will be processed. Because I want to do it again, right? Do the same thing again. Let's copy the first one. Okay, and basically this is the color calibrated that is already saved. Okay, so we'll go back in lights here, and we basically will delete all the images and use only Dwarf 2 images. So let's see how the images will look with Dwarf 2. Delete them, and we'll get those back from the here. These 3, and we have also the calibrated images. I saved them. Let's see. We'll go here, open, and get those folders back that were directly there. Restore. Okay, lights, and we still have them, and it will be much simpler to just place them from here. Okay, so we have now here 40 images with the Dwarf 2. These are the single images with the Dwarf 2. You can see a lot of trails in the images, and they are not calibrated. Okay, we'll go back in serial and run the script. Here we'll go OSC pre-processing without DBF. So I need to remember these scripts. Run script. Okay. And now we'll stack only the Dwarf 2 files, and we'll get a stacked image of 40 files, 40 images, 15 seconds each. Will be 10 minutes integration, I believe. Yeah, so 10 minutes short stack with the Orion Nebula from the Dwarf 2. We'll do the same. We'll color calibrate, then we'll stack again using the Dwarf 3. Okay. Good, it finished. Now let's go Let's go back. Result. Okay, so we name this. This will be just Dwarf 2. And I believe this is 39 images. Last time only 39 is stacked. So we'll go 39. 50 seconds, Dwarf 2 only. Okay. And we'll check also in serial to see if this is the case. Stacking was successfully. Let's see what we've done. 79. No, it's something not okay. I think I will have to stack again. Okay. I think in lights we have more files. I placed them all by mistake or something. Or because I didn't clean the processing. Let's clean it here. Lights. Oh, here there are 42 images. Okay, so it should be only 42. Execution 79. So just to be sure, we'll use the script again. Right, okay. Without dbf, run script. Okay, it's finished. Let's see. Integration, ejection, stack sequence. Let's see where are the 39. Integration of 39 images from 39. So we are good. It's best to always check. It seems here lately with the latest updates, it does count a lot what the images are in the processing folder, and it can make mistakes. Like it should stack really only the light frames here, in my opinion, not to stack directly the images from the process folder. Okay, so this is basically the one that is good, and we'll go back, rename it, and let's see the result. So this is the, okay, we don't have it anymore. So we'll go, just place the M42, 39 images with the Dwarf 2. Okay, this is the file. We'll go again, color calibration, photometric, select here, press OK. And yes, it finished. Close, and this will save it. We will save it. Let's see, this will be CC. Okay. Now let's take a look also on the stack with the Dwarf 3. We'll stack again and clean here the process just to be sure everything is clean. Okay, and we'll go lights, delete the Dwarf 2 images, and bring the Dwarf 3 images. Okay, and we'll do it again. We'll stack the Dwarf 3 images using the same script without dbf. So yeah, unfortunately it didn't want to stack darks, so I was used with the other script without flat, but didn't work. Forgot that I changed in my test to the dbf script. Yeah, I guess it's really late and early morning here, 5:52 a.m. But I just wanted to, if I made the test tonight, I just wanted to share with you the results. So let's see, we have here the stack. Let's see, this is just the result with the Dwarf 3. So we'll go here and rename it, will be 40, and this will be Dwarf 3. Right, okay, Dwarf 3, no dbf, okay. So we'll go here in serial and download it, go color calibration and apply it again, then save it. So you may already see the difference here in the background. We do have much better, much cleaner background. You'll be able to see soon also, as you've noticed in the thumbnail, basically I've used the stacks unprocessed there and just made a curve there for contrast and increase the saturation a little bit to see how the Dwarf 2 image will look with a little bit of post-processing. It will look much worse than the Dwarf 3 or Dwarf 3 with Dwarf 2 combined. So we can see better looking stars here and also better background quality. The stars are not, I would say, perfect. The focus, I believe, was not quite perfect when I did this test. Okay, so let's save it again. So these are basically the stacks. Save. We already saved them in 16-bit on my last test, so we do have here the files. These are imported in PixInsight, so you'll be able to see better the differences. So now in the next part we'll go on PixInsight and then in Photoshop. So here I've already made some tests and will show you in a few moments here what I've done. So we have here the Dwarf 2 image and Dwarf 3. This is the image that is combined. And let me go like this, make it a little, place it higher. This is the Dwarf 2 image. And this is the Dwarf 3 image. So you see how clean is the Dwarf 3 image. The Dwarf 2 is not so clean, not so good, and this is combined. Okay, so looking at this test, the Dwarf 3 image is actually very close with the Dwarf 3 and Dwarf 2 combined. So let's go back on the Dwarf 3 and compare. But we need to make them larger a little bit, maybe something like this. Okay, and also the other one. Maybe larger. Okay. Yeah, and this will we'll try to make it the same size. Okay. And place them more on the left. Okay, so definitely if you have a lot of integration with the Dwarf 2, let's say 3 or 4 hours, and you take 1 hour with the Dwarf 3, I think it's definitely worth combining the data. You'll get a better image. Now combining combining the Dwarf 3 plus Dwarf 2 and only the Dwarf 3 data, even if it's 10 minutes versus 20 minutes, is not as much of a difference here. We'll show you the signal to noise ratio test in a few moments. It will be an increase in signal, but it's here a 10 minutes test is not a big difference. And we do have basically an increase in signal, but also a little bit blurrier some parts of the image. But if you do have blur exterminator, I think you can fix that and still get more signal. So more tests and experiments needs to be made with longer integration time. However, these are the tests from tonight. Here we have 80 images of 15 seconds of the two telescopes. Okay, let me go like this. Okay, and here we have only the Dwarf 3. So I will show you better this in Adobe Photoshop. You'll be able to see better the differences. So this is the Dwarf 3. You can see here it's still a little bit noisy. Okay, and here we have the Dwarf 2 and Dwarf 3. The signal is better, less noise, but we have a little a little blur here. So there are some advantages and disadvantages. Also, in some situation, you might have some small artifacts. Here I did add on these stars, but I believe also the Dwarf 3. Let's check the Dwarf 3 image. No, the Dwarf 3 was in this case okay. This was the Dwarf 3. We didn't have the artifacts. So some small artifacts you might have in some situations combining the data, but looking here like very small artifacts. And I was really surprised that the stacking went well, like having different sensors, different image scale with different pixels. And of course the stars were looking different in the data from Dwarf 2 and Dwarf 3. I really didn't think the results were so good. And you can get much better image quality and final result by combining the Dwarf 2 data with the Dwarf 3 in, let's say, situations where you have more Dwarf 2 data, and taking some Dwarf 3, you'll be able to get a better image. So in this case, I believe if you have like 4 hours of Dwarf 3 with 1 hour of Dwarf 2, you'll get probably better image also compared with the Dwarf 2, but also compared with that hour of Dwarf 3 where you have less signal. So I think this is a very good news. These are good news for Dwarf 2 users. If they will upgrade from the Dwarf 2 to the Dwarf 3 telescope, they will be able also to use their data and stack it. I've done this mostly with cameras that have the same sensors. Like I have two cameras, one color, one mono. I combined the data, everything worked fine, but it was the same sensor, the same pixel size, and usually I use the same focal length or close. Here the focal length, we have 150 and 100 on the Dwarf 2 and 150 on the Dwarf 3. And even if focal length was different, since 50 millimeters is not a big, so much of a difference. And even with the difference in sensors, it seems it worked. So you can do this if you have a Dwarf 2 and you'll buy a Dwarf 3. You'll be able to combine the data. And if you decide to upgrade to the Dwarf 3, don't forget also to check the affiliate links in the description. If you use them, it will help the channel out. Okay, so these are the tests. I'm not done with the video yet. I will make here some signal to noise ratio test on all these stacks and show you how the image will improve once we make starless images, remove the stars and use only the Dwarf 3 stars. And watch all those tests in Photoshop also. The starless with the Dwarf 3 stars combined. Okay, so we'll play some music first. We'll play some music. Let's see where is Winamp. Okay. Let's start with a more relaxing one, like this. Let me know if the music is okay or is too loud. I hope it's not, but let me know. We'll answer some questions here for the live stream, take then a 5 minutes break and continue with the next part, where we'll see better exactly the differences in quality on these stacks with Dwarf 3, Dwarf 2 and combined, and see better, and I will answer better on the second question if it's worth using these two telescopes together and combine data, and yeah, give you more insight also on the differences from the Dwarf 2 and Dwarf 3. So if you are wondering how good is the Dwarf 2 with Dwarf 3, here in the next test, also in Photoshop, I'll be able to show you better the differences. So let's see what questions we have here. I think here, yeah, I can also check on the phone. Okay. Sorry, Matthew, I didn't understand what you mean with what level. I explained in the beginning the settings of the images, but not sure what is mentioned with what level. Okay, F veteran. Yeah, I've noticed, I don't remember exactly how many they asked the questions, or if it was a few persons repeating the question or one person, but definitely in this last couple of days I saw this question: can I stack my Dwarf 2 and Dwarf 3 images together? Can I combine them? So yes, and let's say you have cloudy nights, you get a Dwarf 3, you don't have time to get enough integration. If you are, I don't know, very happy with Dwarf 2, had time, had clear skies, and you captured a lot of data and have I don't know, a lot of astrophotography plans, then you'll still be able to use the data. And I think this is good news. Even if the data is not as quality as the Dwarf 3, you can get better images by combining. The only thing is, the big question is, should you use it all the time? Should you use 2 telescopes or only one? I think this, to give a complete answer, needs more testing to be done. For one image, let's say you have, if you have a few hours on Orion Nebula, that you have enough signal with the Dwarf 3, and you combine them with Dwarf 2 data, you might just get some extra blur there and not much regarding increasing signal. So I believe this might be limited in some situation. You'll be able to use both, but let's say you'll have a very faint target where you need to gather a lot of data, like 10 hours or 20 hours to get a very good image. One time I stayed 40 hours and captured the Elephant Strike Nebula with a telescope at I believe was around f6, no, yeah, about f6. I had the reducer, I think was f6.3 with the reducer with the Skywatcher E80. So yeah, there could be a lot of situations when you don't have enough clear sky to capture data with the Dwarf 3, and combining these two can give you an increase in signal and in quality. And you have also the option to sharpen the data if you, of course, you have a blur exterminator and PixInsight, or you can combine those data and some regions just use the Dwarf 3 and mask to get the sharpest details that the other blurred. So there are options to handle those scenarios, those situations. But the good news is the integration was good here on this test. Small artifacts here. I think these artifacts were also because of the small pixels of Dwarf 2. So if you go with the Dwarf 2 with higher gain, long exposures on very bright stars, you might end up with these artifacts even if you don't combine the data. Let's see here on only on the D2 stack. So no, here we didn't have, but I remember sometimes I stacked and got those artifacts even if I didn't combine. So yeah, the good news is it can be combined. I might make another video to combine more data in the next few days, maybe combine a few hundred of images with Andromeda Galaxy, and see, I do plan to make a video comparison between the two, Andromeda Galaxy and Dwarf 2 and Dwarf 3. Here you were able to see the difference in quality from here Dwarf 2. Dwarf 2 and from Dwarf 2 and Dwarf 3, and also combined. So Dwarf 2 data is here. You notice this? It's actually ice. I've put this in the freezer, but forgot it too long, and now it's melting. It's too cold to drink. Maybe I put it a little in the glass, but it's melting. Okay, so let's compare this data also. So this is Dwarf 2, and here we have Dwarf 3. Okay, so dwarf 2 and dwarf 3. Let me go again. Dwarf 2, maybe go larger now. We can see the difference here in also in the field of view. Dwarf 2 Orion looks a little bit smaller, and dwarf 3. And if we go dwarf 2 plus dwarf 3, here it is, right? Okay, if we go full image, or zoom like this, we'll be able to see better. So dwarf 2 and dwarf 3, since we have the same dimension on Orion, so I believe they Cyril used the dwarf 3 images as a reference, and that's good. Okay, let's see other questions here. I just went auto with the bare settings and it worked fine. If you go auto with auto settings, so I think at least this was the case some time ago. But I remember I left Cyril decide the bare pattern. I don't go there in case I need it. In case I see problems, then yeah, I will select the bare pattern. If not, I like this, that Cyril is smart enough to detect and use the bare pattern that it will need for all the files. If the bare pattern would not have been okay, we would have seen other problems here with color calibration. Okay. Also, you wanted to ask about the data. Okay, so dwarf 2 and this test, I haven't uploaded yet. I just finished the test maybe 30 minutes before the live stream. So this I will upload it later today. I will upload also this data, dwarf 2 versus dwarf 3 and plus dwarf 3. So I place there, I will upload the stacks there, so you can check them yourselves. I won't place all the individual files on all the images. We'll have to decide on which one. Probably I did place on Milky Way astrophotography that I did with the dwarf for channel members, also the single files, but at the moment I cannot place too many single images because the space will go fast and will run out fast and we'll have full. I will have to pay much more money for hosting the data. Okay, but yeah, I will definitely share this here being only, I guess, yeah, 40 images each. I might share them, we'll decide later, but definitely I will share the stacks. So the stacks I will share them, and I will place also the calibrated files in from Cyril. Okay, so we'll take a 5 minutes break. After that, we'll take the SNR test and we'll also use Blur Exterminator here to see if we'll use it, if the dwarf 2 and dwarf 3 combined data will be also as sharp as just the dwarf 3 10 minutes versus the other of 20 minutes stack. And then we'll go also in Adobe Photoshop here and we'll open a file that I have it saved here in processed. I believe, let's see, yeah, this one. Okay, now open with Adobe Photoshop, and here I made more tests. I placed images one on top of the other, and we'll be able to see better also how it will look with the same stars, all 3 stacks. So this will be in the next part just after the break. Yeah, so this is also good question. Noise artifacts in these 3. My dwarf to always show circular noise patterns. Wait, so your dwarf 2 shows, or you received or you'll test it with the dwarf 3, and also the dwarf 3 does. So I haven't seen here any noise patterns in the dwarf 2. Maybe, yeah, as you mentioned that you had. And I did see some in the dwarf 3 at the beginning of the beta testing. I think the main reason was bad dark framing integration. They've used some standard dark frames. I think that was the main reason of that those noise pattern. But after they fixed it, it seems, and we do not see that in the dwarf 3. I didn't see this in my dwarf 2, but dithering, I think, will definitely help with this. And I know that now dwarf 3 has also available dithering, is working, and this will give better results with the dwarf 3 and avoid having noise patterns in the images. With the dwarf 2, I believe is not available dithering. I'm not sure if it will be or not in the future. If it will be also available for dwarf 2, that will give also some extra quality for the dwarf 2's stacking, and might improve also combining the data together. So I think this is my input on this. dwarf 2, currently the data is not as good. Also, I don't think it has dithering available. I think dithering is available only for dwarf 3. But combining data definitely will give a big plus for the dwarf 2 stack, just using some images with the dwarf 3. And yeah, for larger stacks, this needs more experimentation. However, we'll get to the next test in about 5 minutes after the short break. So I'll be right back. Take also a short break. You can take also a short break, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Yeah, walking noise patterns. Yeah, that was I was talking about. So you can see here no walking noise on the current images with the dwarf 3. On this image with Orion Nebula, and I've also tested, and I have the others that will show soon. Okay. So I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I'm back. And let me know if the music is too loud or is okay. When minus 32 dB on desktop audio, normally should be fine. Let's go maybe minus 35 to be short. But yeah, let me know if you can. So I'm back in PixInsight. Got also some water combined with ice, the ice water. Drink a few coffees to be able to make this video. It's so late or early in the morning. And now let's see the signal to noise ratio results. So we have here we'll go from the beginning with the Messier 42 capture with the Dwarf 2. So this one, we'll go with this one, and we'll use script, and here image analysis, and we'll use SNR, and this will show us the signal to noise ratio and how good is the signal compared with the noise in the image. And let's start. Okay, so for the 10 minutes capture with the Dwarf 2 smart telescope, we have on each channel the following signal to noise ratio: 17.6 dB on channel 0, on 119, and 13 on the last channel. Okay, now let's go with the M42 capture with stack of 20 minutes from Dwarf 2 and Dwarf 3. We have 20 minutes instead of 10, and let's check again the signal to noise ratio. We'll go again script, image analysis, and SNR, and this will give us on the channel 0 same signal, but on 1 and 2 we'll have 20 and 40/90. So we do see here an increase in signal to noise ratio by combining the data. So this is important to have better signal. We'll see better once we zoom in on Photoshop this, but I wanted to show you also the numbers here in PixInsight. And let's go to the last one. Wait, which one is the D3? Okay. No, actually this was the D3, my bad. So I've calculated for the Dwarf 3 image that was better than the Dwarf 2. And so for the Dwarf 3 image is 17/20/14, for the Dwarf 2 is 17/19/13. So I need to be careful here because you very easy mistake this. So this is the combined image, and now we'll use it again with the SNR script, and we'll see on the combine. So again, Dwarf 2 17/20/14, Dwarf 3 was 17/20/14, and Dwarf 2 and Dwarf 3 was 18/86, 20/86, and 15/34. So we do have an increased signal to noise ratio. The 20 minutes with Dwarf 2 and Dwarf 3 has better signal than the Dwarf 2 stack and the Dwarf 3 stack, but the Dwarf 3 stack is close. Okay, so this is important. We do have an increased signal to noise ratio in the combined stacked data. That is this one. Okay, now what I've done next, I've also made starless images with all the stacks, Dwarf 2 and Dwarf 3. Here we have the Dwarf 2, and here we have the Dwarf 3. Okay, and I imported this in Photoshop. We'll show you soon the results on this. But first I want to see the difference, the big difference in Dwarf 2, and we do have some noise pattern here with the Dwarf 2. It's not using dithering, but Dwarf 3 does. And here is the combined image with much cleaner background than the Dwarf 2. Now I want to do also a test here in PixInsight before we go in Photoshop and see the differences if we use blur exterminator. So let's start with the dwarf to image. We'll duplicate here. Or maybe we should go, yeah, dwarf 2, dwarf 3 and combine. Or we'll start with the dwarf to image. Okay, and let's go here, zoom in. Okay, make it larger a little bit, and let's use blur exterminator. Let's see how much we can correct here the images, each stack, dwarf 2, dwarf 3 and dwarf 2 with dwarf 3 combined, and apply blur exterminator. And you see how fast it's working. I do have adapted here the drivers to work with the graphics card, so it works much faster, like 10 times faster than it worked before. Okay, so processing 18 seconds, and let's see, before and after. Before and after, and we can see here also improvement in sharpness of the nebula details. Okay, now let's go with the dwarf 3 image. Let's make it the same size and use blur exterminator. Okay, duplicate. And we'll duplicate also this one. Okay, this will be blur exterminator. Let's not, then we'll forget if not. Okay, and this is the, this also will be, I think, blur exterminator. Oh, this is M42 normal. But we have it here, M42 D3. We have it here. Yeah. No, this is yeah, D3. Where is the? Yeah, you can get easy. No, D2 D3. So yeah, I need to be careful what I'm doing here. So here is the D3. What I have here, I have two images. Okay, let me see. This is M4. Oh, I had one beneath, I believe. D2. Okay, this is the D2 image, and we'll just place it here. And this is the D3 clone. Okay, but yeah, this is with blur exterminator. So we'll just not use on this one. So we'll go on the clone, M42 D2. This is the with blur exterminator, yes. Or not. Yeah, I have to be careful. So I wanted to keep the same size, but I don't want to make mistakes here. And so this is the D2 image. Let's see what we have here. Star exterminator, no. And this 3 image. Okay, clone. This is the clone. Okay, so we'll place here the clones. Okay, these 3, and we'll just do it now. Again, blur exterminator. Not star, blur exterminator on this. We'll use blur exterminator on the D2 image. So we can compare again, good. Then we'll use it on the D3 image. Here we'll place the identifier. Okay. Now we'll use it on the D3 image and use blur exterminate. Oops, what happened? We'll start again. Blur exterminator 25, okay. Now I'm starting to get errors again. Okay, so it will finish soon. Just to make sure, we'll do that again also on the other one. Okay, and just to be sure nothing happens. So this is the D2. We'll go back, yeah. D2 image, blur exterminator. I think somehow I went with 0 sharpen stars. Okay, good, blur exterminator. So now it works good. 25, let's see, identifier. So this is will be blur exterminator with the dwarf tool. And look how it also sharpened here. The nebula features a lot. But it's a big difference compared with Dwarf 3. Worked much better on Dwarf 3, before and after. Okay, let's see. And now let's compare the last one. To see if the combined stack will, after using blur exterminator, will have similar sharpness, but better signal to noise ratio. So this is important, the last one. We'll duplicate. This is D2, D3. We'll place it like this, large capital letter D2, D3. Okay, and we'll also make it exterminator. And now we'll make it larger and use blur exterminator. Okay. Okay, so it will they will work better on the linear stacks. So I just went on the stretched. I wanted to save time tonight, but I can do it also on linear and it will perform also better. Okay, so this is, you see, it was affected, the stretch image, because of the combined data and some artifacts visible. And looking here, the dorsey looks better. However, let's do the other test, combine the row one. That is not HT. And we'll go back in processed here. And let's check. M42, D2, D3, this one, it is the linear stage. So for this, it will work best with linear data. I guess I was in a hurry, so I forgot. Good. Now let's test now blur exterminator. So this is the combined data, and I think I need to make all the tests again to proper test it. And let's see blur exterminator. So you see the difference, it worked. So if you properly use it, it will give better results. So let's see, identifier here, blur exterminator. So this will be the accurate test. Blur exterminator, we have M42 with both telescopes, and we'll bring also the other data here, but linear. We'll bring Dwarf 3 and Dwarf 2. Okay, in Pixel Insight. We'll use the skin transfer function. It's like a fake auto stretch. Okay, and let's go now with the Dwarf 2 and then with the Dwarf 3. So Dwarf 2 and Dwarf 3. Good. Yeah, this is the Dwarf 2. Okay, so we'll have to save also these images again and also show them in pics inside. Once we do have them like this with blur exterminator applied. So we have the Dwarf 2 image and applied the blur exterminator on it on the linear stage. So this was not stretched. Because you notice blur exterminator won't work every time good if the image is stretched. Sometimes can work good, sometimes it won't. Okay, process done. So you see also this result here. And do the same. Okay, let's not forget, here we applied it and we'll name it. And the third one, here we have the image with Dwarf 3, only 10 minutes with Dwarf 3, apply it. Okay, and name it and then save. Okay, basically now we need to also stretch them to be able to see them good. Let's make a fast comparison here and then save them and check them also in Photoshop. Okay, so here is D2, D3, here is the D2 image and D3. Seems that the Dwarf 3 is much sharper and is normal compared with the Dwarf 2, but let's check again with Dwarf 2 and Dwarf 3 combined. It's hard to tell how big of a difference it is after using blur exterminator. They look very similar here on sharpness. Maybe still a little bit blur is visible in the Dwarf 2 and 3 stack data. However, in this situation we can also increase here the sharpness non-stellar, let's say to 95 or more, and it can increase the sharpness more. However, the signal, it should be better on the Dwarf 3 and Dwarf 2 combined data. So there is still a little bit of blur left, but not as big difference as before. This is the only downside, and this was also because I have those trails in the image with the Dwarf 2. So if you'll have less trails, won't have wind, and the images that will be better quality with the Dwarf 2, it will be less blur involved in the image stacking. Okay, so now we'll go to the next step here. Duplicate each one and use a curve simple here and basically stretch them. Okay, and then we'll save them each one. And also 16 bits, so we can check them in Photoshop. Save 16. Okay, this was the D3. Now we'll go with the D2. Apply the same. We won't apply the same curve. Oops. Because might be different on the, and we'll apply it again here just to be sure. Yeah, and then go HD histogram transformation, file, save as. Also 32 and 16 bit will save. And also here 16 bit. Okay, and then the Dwarf 2 and Dwarf 3 stack, duplicate, and I can also save the project to have it saved. You see, the stretching is different on each image. So this is the actual stretch of the image. And then now we can compare also these results in Photoshop. Okay, let's save the last one. Diff 16. Okay, so we finish here in Pixie Insight. We checked also with Blur Exterminator. We did see that the stack data has the best signal. Now let's go in at the Photoshop also and bring those images together so we can compare. So we have these three stacks. I'm guessing this is the Dwarf 2. We'll open it at the Photoshop. Then on top we'll place the Dwarf 3, this one. And on top we'll place the Dwarf 2 plus Dwarf 3. We'll have to check if I place them correctly or not in just a moment. Okay, so this is actually Dwarf 2 plus Dwarf 3. And I need to place only the Dwarf 3. Dwarf 3 is this one. Okay, good. So let's check again. Dwarf 2, Dwarf 3, and to make it even more accurate, we'll get the Dwarf 2 image here in Pixie Insight, the one that is already stretched. This one we'll duplicate and register it again and align the stars. So we'll go here and find star align. I have it somewhere here. Star align, right? And reference image, we'll select from view. And we'll select the HD D2 D3. Okay. And we'll drop it here. And we'll make another one. Clone registered. Okay. And this we can close. Okay, and then we can save it. Registered diff and 16. I should have done maybe this before. And 40. Oh wait, no, my bad again. I think I got the wrong one. So I need the D2 one. Yeah, my bad. Very tired at this hour. We'll do exactly the same. Star align, view. In view, we'll select D2 and D3. Okay. And we'll do on this one, but we'll duplicate just to be sure. Oh, it's already been duplicated. Okay. And we'll apply it here. Good. And now it will work. Okay, so see, now we see a difference here because it did align it. Let's close and compare with the other. So now it should be, you see, the same position. Yes, and it is. Okay, we save it now. And we move back here in Photoshop. So serial, let's see where it registered. We have one extra that doesn't need. By mistake we made it. Okay, so this is the clone. This is the one registered with the dwarf 2. We'll place it here. Here. Okay. So let's see. And now we have a better comparison here. So now let's zoom in more, right? Let's zoom in on the Orion Nebula and Running Man Nebula in the left. And we have a very nice close up here. And let's see, the Dwarf 2 and Dwarf 3's data. This is 20 minutes integration. Let's compare it now with the Dwarf 3. On all these images, I use blur exterminator. So see, there is a problem with the stars. When we still lose here some sharpening, because the data that I use with the Dwarf 2 had some trails. See, it loses some sharpening, but does increase. It will give you better signal. So this is why it needs more testing. If you have enough data with Dwarf 3 to see if it's worth it in this situation to use it, maybe the Dwarf 2 data won't be so good. However, if, as I mentioned before, you have a lot of data with Dwarf 3, I think the increase of signal will be worth it, and we'll show you more in the second test here, without blur exterminator. So using, we can still see a difference here. Now, if we compare Dwarf 3 with Dwarf 2, it's a huge difference. So here we have Dwarf 2 10 minutes, same settings, same, everything was the same in Pixel Insight. I also used blur exterminator. I didn't do other post-processing. So let's see. You see, huge difference. And yeah, it was the blur exterminator HT. So blur exterminator still here made the star rounder, but look, it's still a huge difference between the two. Or let's see, yeah, background, it was this image. And to be 100% sure, we'll also check again to see without blur exterminator. Here the D2 image, it was looking like this. So without blur exterminator, and here with the blur exterminator. So we can see we use the correct image, but as I mentioned, at the same settings, 25, we still have larger stars here. So this is the registered one. Okay, so this was the Dwarf 2, and we can see that the combined stack, the stars look a little bit maybe better, but very small difference, and we do have a little bit of artifacts here. So this was the problem with the combined stacks. It couldn't get the stars much better. But this is a problem that you can solve by using the starless images and a star mesh. So you can use the stars from the Dwarf 3 and still get the signal, but you can still have a more blurry image if the data is with trails from the Dwarf 2 smart telescope. Okay, so in this test we noticed that the Dwarf 3 is still the sharpness image, but we do have an increase in signal in the combined data. So this is Dwarf 3, and we do see more noise there, and 20 minutes Dwarf 2 and Dwarf 3, less noise here, but a little bit less sharpness and also difference in the stars. Now if we process with a star mask and starless images, here is the second test, and if we zoom in now, we'll be able to see better. So let's see without any blur exterminator, the same test. You see here is the Dwarf 2, I believe, and Dwarf 3 without blur exterminator and without any star mask. And here is the Dwarf 3, and here is the Dwarf 2. So compared with Dwarf 2, we do have better result, also signal, and also on the, seems on the stars. Without the blur exterminator, with the blur exterminator collects the stars, so we'll have mostly better signal than the Dwarf 2. But this is the difference. Indeed, is much better signal to noise ratio here and much less noise. But compared with the Dwarf 3, much better stars in Dwarf 3, even if more noise is also more sharper. So this is without using a star mask. And now let's go and use, so here are the, let's see also the starless images. These are the starless images. This is Dwarf 2. This is Dwarf 3, and this is Dwarf 2 and Dwarf 3. Okay, and now let's place back the stars. So these are the stars with Dwarf 3 smart telescope. So we can do that when capturing more data. We can basically use only the good-looking stars from the capture with the Dwarf 3, and use the and then the starless image will be the improved signal to noise ratio. That only downside could be more blur introduced by less accurate tracking by the Dwarf 2 and having trails. Okay, so now let's zoom in 100%. And here we'll check. So we have here Dwarf 3, Dwarf 2, Dwarf 3. And now we have Dwarf 3. So now the stars look the same. There are some small artifacts with the stars because of the removing stars with the star, because how the star exterminator removed the stars. But looking here, we can see a difference in noise. So we do see more noise here. This is the Dwarf 3. We can see more noise, and the 20 minutes less noise, but also a little bit difference in sharpness, you see. A little bit difference. Okay, so this can be handled by also doing 2 stacks and to just use the Dwarf 3 region with a mask to get the sharpest results there, and for everything else leave the combined data for better signal, or to sharpen it more in using blur exterminator. And the third option and the best would be to use better data that I did here with the Dwarf 2. Maybe gather more data and remove the images with trails. This was a very short test, 10 minutes on each, so I had to use all the data and also all the images that had trails with the Dwarf 2. So another way to improve this is to capture and to go selective with the data and leave the best images with the Dwarf 2 that have less trails, and then you will probably get similar results in sharpness or close with the Dwarf 3, but much better signal if you have a lot of data with the Dwarf 3 smart telescope. So these are my thoughts on this experiment. Yes, you can combine the data, can be also some minuses on doing that, some small artifacts, but it didn't seem much in this test. The main minus or disadvantage, I would say, if you use bad data with trails and you don't select the best images with the Dwarf 2, then you might introduce also some blurriness in the image. However, the signal to noise ratio will be much better than the stack with the Dwarf 2, and we can see it here again better, Dwarf 2 and Dwarf 2 and Dwarf 3 together. So again, Dwarf 2 and Dwarf 2 and Dwarf 3. So these are the results. This answers the question: can you stack data from Dwarf 2 Dwarf 3? Is it good? It will give you a good results. You've seen here. You can also take your own conclusions. Let me know the thoughts in the comments below. Yeah, it was an interesting test, interesting experiment. I do believe it can increase the signal to noise ratio and can be very useful in some situations. But regarding if you should stack a lot of data, like 4 hours with Dwarf 3, 4 hours with Dwarf 2, or use them both to capture a deep sky object, this needs more testing. And yeah, you need to be careful what data you'll use from Dwarf 2, because having a lot of images, yeah, it will boost the signal to noise ratio, but can make the image also less sharp. So this is the disadvantage, and it will be, I think, in this situation, up to you if you want to try it, test it, and see if it's worth it or not for long integration plans on both telescopes or imaging with these two telescopes together. Now let's see some questions. Okay, I can see it better on the monitor. Something about algorithms and first update. I don't understand. Sorry, Andrew. So good. What you want to say? Probably made some update on your telescope on the Dwarf 3. If you have the Dwarf 3. Oh, so you are, I'm guessing you are experimenting something there. Yeah, anyone has any more questions? If not here on the live stream, it's late. Yeah, it's actually early morning, 7 a.m. So we'll stop the video. Might make a shorter one because I was very tired that after I made my test and started the live stream, I did forgot about which script to use because the darks didn't work, and I used the other one first, and yeah, I lost like 5 minutes there until I remember that I need to use the DBF script. After that, everything worked. But yeah, I'll probably cut those scenes, make another shorter video, and upload it after instead of the live stream. We'll decide maybe later today. I'm a little bit tired. By the way, if you have a Dwarf 2 telescope and you find the video useful and you'll upgrade to a Dwarf 3, please don't forget to check also the affiliate links in the video description. It will help the channel if you'll use them, because it will help me earn a small commission. So hope this video answers these questions regarding, can you stack? Yes, you can. Can you increase the signal to noise ratio by stacking the data? Yes. Are there disadvantages also? Yes, there are. If the data is not good with the Dwarf 2, it can give you not so good looking stars and more blurry images. The stars, you can fix them by using the stars from the Dwarf 3. So yeah, even two short plans can improve the signal to noise ratio between the Dwarf 2 and Dwarf 3. If you have a lot of data with the Dwarf 2 and you'll use also Dwarf 3, definitely will improve the signal to noise ratio, and it will allow you also to use the stars from the Dwarf 3 to get better looking images and stars at the end. And you can do that also with StarNet++ or do it directly in serial without pics inside. You can remove the stars and make a starless image there, and then use the star mask in Photoshop, like I've used it here. In this test, I've used the stars with blending mode here. I changed from normal to screen. So this is normal. These are the stars from Dwarf 3, and I changed it to screen. Okay, so yeah, you can do this, get better stars and better signal to noise ratio. However, let me know what you think, if you would use these two telescopes together to get more data and combine it or not. This is a more harder question to answer unless experimenting with more data. And depending on the quality of the Dwarf 2, you can get better signal to noise ratio and not so much blur, but if you have trails, then you'll get much more blur and might not be worth doing it. So this is a little bit more difficult question, the second one. Hope the video answers most of your questions. Hope I didn't forget anything. If I did, ask me in the comments below. And yeah, I will also share this data on the channel membership. I want to give big thanks to all the members of the channel that are currently supporting the channel. It helps a lot and makes a big difference. If you also want to support the channel, you can join the membership, become a channel member on Galaxy R Media, and get access also to my astrophotography data, including the one from tutorials and reviews. We'll share the stacks here that I made with Dwarf 2, Dwarf 3, and Dwarf 2 and Dwarf 3 on my channel membership folder very soon. So hope you enjoyed watching, you find the video useful, and I'll see you soon in more tutorials, reviews, and astrophotography videos. Clear sky everyone, and have a good night or good morning. Yeah, and soon more comparison videos between the Dwarf 2 and Dwarf 3. You were able to see here in this experiment also the differences in a short stack of 10 minutes on Orion from Dwarf 2 and Dwarf 3. I think this is also useful, and I do have more test comparisons that I've recently made to show you in future videos. So clear sky and stay safe. And by the way, hit the like button and subscribe if you're new and if you want to see more videos like this. Okay, bye everyone and good night.